Welcome back to In.Quizitive. We are diving into the recent Kenya Finance Bill protests, a significant event that has sparked nationwide outrage and mobilized thousands of Kenyans. It all started with the hashtag Reject Finance Bill 2024 movement, which took root on social media platforms like TikTok, Instagram, and WhatsApp. Kenyans were urged to contact their MPs and demand they vote against the bill. When this approach didn't yield results, a call for a mass protest on 18th of June 2024 gained momentum. On the 18th of June, the first day of protests, hundreds of Kenyans gathered in Nairobi to voice their opposition. The plan was to sit outside the parliament, but the peaceful protest turned chaotic when police used tear gas to disperse the crowd, leading to the arrest of 210 people. Despite the crackdown, the protests continued, with significant condemnation from human rights organizations and media outlets against police violence. The next day, 19th of June, saw the Budgetary Committee propose amendments to the bill, removing several controversial taxes. However, many Kenyans felt these changes were insufficient, leading to more protests under the hashtag Reject Not Amend. By the 20th of June, the protests had spread to 19 counties across Kenya. As Parliament prepared for the second reading of the bill, thousands took to the streets once again. Despite widespread opposition, the bill passed with a majority vote. Unfortunately, this day also saw a tragic escalation, with police using water cannons, tear gas, and allegedly live ammunition. 2 protesters lost their lives, further fueling the anger and resolve of the demonstrators. In response to the escalating violence and unrest, President William Ruto expressed his willingness to engage in dialogue with the protesters. Despite this, protesters called for a nationwide strike on the 25th of June to demand justice for the victims of police brutality and the withdrawal of the bill. On the 25th of June, the protests culminated in a dramatic turn of events. Protesters broke through police barricades and stormed the parliamentary complex. The situation escalated as police fired live rounds, and part of the parliamentary building was set on fire. The intensity of these protests underscored the deep dissatisfaction and determination of the Kenyan people. According to reports, the finance bill proposes a slew of new taxes, including a 16% VAT on fuel and higher levies on salaries and businesses. These measures are seen as a heavy burden on an already struggling population, with many Kenyans worried about the rising cost of living. The government's insistence on pushing through these unpopular measures, despite widespread opposition, has only deepened the public's discontent. "We're already struggling to make ends meet," one protester explained. "These new taxes will push us further into poverty. How are we supposed to survive?" Such sentiments are echoed throughout the country, where economic hardships have been exacerbated by inflation and unemployment. The Kenya Finance Bill protests have highlighted the power of social media in mobilizing masses, the resilience of the Kenyan people, and the urgent need for responsive governance. As the nation continues to grapple with these issues, the voices of the protesters remain a powerful testament to their fight for justice and equity. Let us know in the comments what you think President Ruto should do about this mess. Do you think the protests are going too far? How and when do you think this will end? We want to hear your opinions. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on significant events around the world. Until next time, stay inquisitive.